In this video, we're going to look at what's called the AC method for factorising quadratics. I'm going to start off just by looking at what happens when I multiply out a double bracket. I'm going to do that down one side of the page. So I'm just going to put a wee separator down the page, and I'm going to multiply out a pair of brackets, and it's going to be x plus 2 times 5x minus 2. So when I multiply out that bracket, what I do is I multiply everything in the second bracket by everything that's in the first. So I'm going to have x times 5x minus 2 plus 2 times 5x minus 2. And when I multiply those out, so x times 5x is going to give me 5x squared. X times minus 2 is minus 2x. And then looking at the second bracket, we've got 2 times 5x is going to give me 10x. And 2 times minus 2 is going to give me minus 4. So now I can tidy that up by combining these two middle terms in terms of x, and I get 5x squared plus 8x minus 4. So that's how I would multiply out a pair of brackets. So what the AC method lets us do is work this in reverse. So I'm actually now going to start with my answer from here, which is 5x squared plus 8x minus 4. And so we'll call it the AC method because what we're doing is we're going to use the coefficient of x squared, which when you use quadratic formula, we call A. The coefficient of x is called B, and the number term is called C. So A is 5, B is 8, C is negative 4. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do A times C. So A times C is 5 times negative 4, which is negative 20. And I'm going to find all of the factors of negative 20. So I'm going to work through systematically. So I can have minus 1 times 20. I can have minus 2 times 10. Minus 3 won't divide into minus 20, so that isn't going to work. We can have minus 4 times 5. We have minus 5 times 4. And I'm now going back up the right-hand side here. So I've hit the 5s, but we've now got it negative. So it's now going to be negative 10 times 2 and negative 20 times 1. And what I'm looking for here is a pair of factors I'll add together to give me my coefficient of x. So this value b, which is 8. So looking through my numbers, the ones that I'll add together to give me 8 is minus 2 and 10. So what I'm going to do is in my quadratic, I'm going to replace my 8x with minus 2 and 10. So I've got 5x squared minus 2x plus 10x minus 4. And actually, if we look back across when we multiplied this out, what you can see is that that is actually our second last line. So the line that we then simplified into 5x squared at 8x minus 4. So what we're doing here is we're working backwards. Working backwards, what we can see now is the next thing to do is to start putting it back into brackets. And to do that, what we're doing is we're going to take a common factor out from our first two terms and a common factor out from our second two terms. So from our first two terms, 5x squared minus 2x, our common factor is x, and we are left with 5x minus 2. From our second two terms, our common factor is 2, so it's plus 2 times 5x minus 2. And you can see here that the bracket is the same for both. We can also see here that this is actually, if we look back at when we multiplied out the bracket, this is the next term up. Our last thing to do is to take out a common factor of 5x minus 2, because I have x times 5x minus 2 plus 2 times 5x minus 2. So that means I have a common factor of 5x minus 2. And when I take that out as a common factor, what I have is x plus 2. So that is now our equation fully factorised.